Hi there. We are going to do session 10 now for your move program. This is the second time I've done it because the video didn't record the first time, which is a joy. Just getting used to this technology business, but we have a little bit of mobility first to do with our wrists, but the main strength piece is going to be pike press up or push up, some bicep curls and some dolphin exercises. And then your conditioning is a nice kind of cardio piece that will challenge you, but also there's a couple of variations and things we can do in there to suit different individuals. So to start with, we're just going to be on all fours on your knees or mats. Actually, you'll need a dowel rod or a brush. And if you don't have something like a dowel rod or a brush handle, get yourself a band or a long sleeve top. But worth getting yourself one of these for home workouts. One of the most important pieces of equipment we can have, and we can use it a little bit better to have something sturdy than doing it with a band or a top, because then there's lots of give in it. I guess it depends on the exercise, but it's all relative. So we're going to start with hands and wrists on the floor. This is going to be so different for everybody in terms of depending on whether you can take weight through your hands, depending on mobility in the wrists and so on. So we're just going to start with a really simple hands down. And just a little bit of rotation, see if there's anything going on there in the wrists. You can spread your fingers out as much as possible and extend those elbows, pushing away from the floor. Okay, from here, we can bring our fingers together and do the same thing. So quite often, if you've got a typing hand or writing hand, so for people who are right-handed, you might find there's a little bit of restriction through that right side or that right wrist. Okay, let's twist them around so that your fingers are facing your body. And then here, again, it's completely dependent on people, but you can take in any of these positions, as long as you're sturdy through the hips and knees, you can kind of adjust what's going on in your wrists. So I'm just going to go over and back here. 4, 3, get a really big stretch through my wrist here. And my right actually comes off the floor. And 1. Okay, really spread your thumbs out and go out over your thumbs now. So side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, we're going to do something horrible now, which is you're going to get the backs of your hands on the floor. And this one, again, be really gentle with yourself. It's a really vulnerable position to be in. So just seeing, can you extend your wrists and how much mobility or flexibility you've got in those wrists. I guess we're forcing the wrists into a place they're not used to being in, so you're more in a bit of a flexibility spot than a mobility, unless you can hold them there. Alrighty, let's take them off the floor, have a little roll out. Eek. Cool. Right, grab your dowel rod or your band or your top, and we're going over the head. So let's squeeze the bottom, neutralize the spine here, so we've got a little bit of a flatter spine, for want of a better word. And then we're going to keep the shoulders down, rotate till you get to your bottom, and come around to the front. Rotate till you get to your bottom, and then come around. Always trying to imagine your shoulder blades are, you've kind of almost pressed them down your back, push them, pull them down your back, trying to maintain that position so it slows down the movement. You have to really think about what's going on. One more. Okay. This time we're going to go over the head, and we're going to go sideways. So let's leave the spine in that upright position for now. We're going to pull down with that right side, keeping the top arm straight. So what we want to happen, obviously, is pulling so that arm will pull down. And actually, I'm just trying to keep them straight. Get a really nice stretch through the lats, back of the arm, triceps. down your sides. Okay, and then we'll change that to a sideways bend, but that same upper arm remaining straight. And 1. Okay, you can put your dowel rod down. And we're going to just do some arm swings. So again, opportunity just to let the chest open up. Little tester, can you touch your fingers behind your back? Okay, bicep extensions. So we're just going to hold, for this one, I want to try and hold your wrists almost as if they're in concrete. And the only thing that's allowed to flex or move is the elbow. So we're just going to come up and down, come up and down. Full extension. All too often, our arms end up in a place where they're not always fully extending, especially as we get older. So we want to try and really extend, make that tricep do that work for you. So really, really using this as an opportunity to work on your mobility. Extend, extend. 3 more. Good. Fully extend out and lock out. Okay, we're going down into our inchworms. So this side, I'm going to start quite wide because I'm not super flexible through my waist or through my posterior chain. So I'm going to go wide. I'm going to soften my knees so that I can keep flat back and put my hands on the floor. Okay, so wide, keeping a flat back as you hinge down and put your hands flat on the floor. We are walking out into a high plank, squeezing your bottom, pushing up into the ceiling. Soften your knees, get your heels back and down. Heels stay down, hands down. Get my heels down, soften my knees as I walk in. Then it becomes a really strong hinge position from the hips rather than struggling kind of squatting position. You can make this easier by maybe not going out as far. So if you need to come back in here, please do. You need to make it harder. We can be walking out with our hands, or we can even add in a little press up. But we're in a warm up, so just be patient and enjoy getting that movement. Perfect, especially this bit where we push up into the ceiling. Super. Okay, let's go back to wrists. So I'm just going to start with my wrist back here, and I'm just going to do a little rock over and back. And I'm going to hold in a position that isn't very nice, but I'm just going to hold it for about 8 seconds. Okay, one that we didn't do last time. In fact, I'm going to just go the opposite direction. Put the backs of my hands on the floor, work on extending my elbows because that's the bit that I find really hard here. I'm just going to hold it for another 8 seconds. If you've got something you're working on, please just change it up to suit you. Okay, little bit. We didn't do this the last time. We're going to do it now. We're going to press the thumbs into the floor, fingers in, knuckles in. So you're just working through the joints in the fingers. Both hands, both ways. You might get a bit of cracking here, which is fine for now. Okay, dowel rod over the head, and we'll go for 10 reps. Over time, I'm going to bring those hands in. Over time in a session and over time over months and months, right? And years. Continuing to increase the mobility and flexibility of those shoulders. Or at least maintain. 2 more. Okay, staying overhead. We're just going to go straight to side bends this time. 8, I'm going to go for 10. 9. 10, I think it's written in your program that you do that for 20, 30 seconds. Which I've just done it in reps, but it's around the same. Arm swings. Give yourself a clap on the back for having the video on and doing this in the first place. And then we're going to go into bicep extensions. Okay, pulling my sleeves down so my top is gathering and stopping me from getting full angles here with my elbows. Fully extend. Okay, and then we're going to go into our inchworms. Okay, let's go. Nice and wide, palms down. Heels down, palms down. Soften the knees. One more. Okay, so we're going to go in. If you want to do another warm-up or any bits of that warm-up on repeat, press pause on me, carry on, and then come back in. We are doing pike pressing. So I'm going to use, it's 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. 40 seconds is a fair, good old amount of time to be in a press-up position, a varied one. So I'm going to go easy, or one that I know I'm going to manage for 40 seconds, and if it's too easy, I'll increase the height. So what I mean by that is I'm going to do it on an elevation that is like my knee height. I'm going to go hands wide enough apart here. We're up on our tippy toes or balls of our feet. And my head goes between my hands, and it's the top of my head that's aiming for the bit that I'm holding. So in between, so right in between my hands. Okay, so I'm going to get my bum as high as I can, keeping my elbows in. All right. Instead of me going lower, if I need to go lower, if I need to make it harder, I'm probably going to bring my feet up. So just have a little look at home. I think anything between kind of shin and knee height will work well for that exercise. So the edge of the sofa or something. Lying bicep curls. If you've got weights, use weights for this. So I've got 5 kg here, but if you've got anything between, again, like 1, 2, 3 kg to 5 kg, just pretend I have 2. You can be doing these with this. Okay, 40 seconds again with that repetitive movement on a small set of muscles, quite a lot. The alternative to that, if you don't have the equipment, is we can use the legs. So we're going to pull the legs in and then drive the legs away, and there's that constant resistance between you, arms and legs. So just play with that one as you go through. Find your place with that one. Dolphin exercise is going to be your high plank position, low plank position, and then it's a dip down. So dip the head, lift the hips. Dip the head, lift the hips. Dip, lift. Okay, grab yourself equipment if you need it, a drink. We are doing 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, and we are doing 3 rounds of that. And I am looking for the remote so that we can put the clock on. Okay, getting ready to go in 5, 4, into your pike press up first. 3, 2, and 1. Off we go. Good. All right, just a reminder, we're up on our balls of our feet. Bum is high, and then you've got a straight line between the top of your head and the pelvis. Good, keep going. We're on to 30 seconds. You got 10 left. 3, 2, and 1. Super. Okay, lying bicep curls, or if you've got equipment, you're going to work with the equipment. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, if you're working on these, just figure it out a little bit. So you're pulling legs towards you and then letting them go. Pull. So with the pike that you've just done, it's a pushing action, and here we're going after the pulling action. If you've got equipment, keep your elbows into your waist and isolate that muscle. Make sure you get full extension in the elbow. Here as well, full extension and pulling up. Good, keep going. 3, 2, and 1. Yeah, so if you've got equipment there, you're keeping the elbow kind of rigid or stuck to your sides if you can. And then we're coming up and we're going down. In 10 seconds, we're going to go for our dolphin exercise. 3, 2, and 1. So I'm in a plank position. I'm going to go a little bit wide on my feet. So that I can get up. Eight seconds. 3, 2, and 1. I never said to you, that's 1 round done. If you've got music, please put music on for these, and I'll call you 40 seconds every time. We're back to our pike press up. I'm going to elevate my feet a little bit because it wasn't quite hard enough for that first round. We're going in 2, 1, off you go. Keeping elbows in. If elbows flare, you're kind of seeking strength from elsewhere. So we want to use the triceps that you've been working on. Upper back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Lying bicep curl. So you want to get, by the time you get to 40 seconds on those pike press ups, your triceps should be on fire. If they're not, go a little bit lower, find something that's a little bit lower. Biceps, let's go. 10 seconds. Same thing with your biceps now. They should feel like they're working super hard. Okay, well done. So biceps at the front, triceps at the back. So 2 movements, targeting both of those muscles as well as all the muscles around, stability in the shoulders, upper back, core. Right, dolphin exercise. Get your really good solid plank first. Then we get that bum in the air. Ready? 2 and 1. Five seconds. And rest. Okay, back to your pike press-ups. And remembering that if you've done these in previous rounds, you've done a set number. So if you feel that these are harder today because of time, it's because you're doing more reps. Off you go. This is your last round, so I really want you to go for it now. Let's pick up the pace. Body extending at the top. 10 seconds left. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice one, well done. Okay, we're going down to biceps. Or if you're standing up, in 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Twenty seconds in. Okay, 20 seconds. I'm going to turn off the lights. There's a bumblebee in here. I'm going to turn it off the lights so he'll go out. Otherwise, he'll get caught up in the... Come on, dude. He's a big guy. Come on, that way. All right, dolphins, let's go. Right, let's speed these up if we can. 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. Well done. Round 3 done. Fantastic. Great, great, great. Okay, we are going on to conditioning. 1 minute on for 3 rounds. So we do 3 exercises. First exercise is seal jacks, which are basically, it's like your jumping star jumps, but they're right here in front. Okay, different people will vary on those. So jumping for a minute, if you've got any sort of weak pelvic floor, especially it seems when we're clapping in the front, really feel it. So if you need to take it into a jog, or you need to just take it into closed legs, you can manage your pelvic floor a little bit better. star jumps, whatever it is. The idea is we get our heart rate up here and we really go for it. Then we're coming down to, oh yeah, by the way, if jumping is a no-no for you, just changing it to high legs is enough, yeah? Another thing, just to get your heart rate up. Exercise number 2 is deep jumps. So we're going to start on one side, and we're coming down across the knee. 30 seconds one way, and then we'll do 30 seconds the other way. And then for the 3rd minute, we go straight into reverse crunches. So these ones, see how these play out for you. I like to hold something behind my head. I'll demonstrate both to you. So you can do them lying down with hands by your sides, lifting and then coming down. I tend to put a lot of strain through my shoulders when I do that. So I am going to grab hold of something solid behind my head, like the edge of a bed or a leg of a sofa, whatever you've got, and lift. And I can control my core a lot more on the way down there. So a big punch up with the feet, and then control on the way down. I'm going to turn back on the light. I think he's made it back outside for our conditioning bit. Cool, that's it. So get yourself ready. 3 minutes on, then we have a rest, and we do 3 rounds. I'm going to reset the clock. Just going to grab the hold. Oh no, he's back. I'm going to turn off the light. Sorry, prioritizing the bumblebee right now. Okay, ready. We're going to start with seal jumps or star jumps, whatever it is works for you. Off you go. Yes, he's gone. He's made it back out. Seconds in, keep going. 30 seconds in. Super, keep going. You're 40 seconds in. Do what you need to do to keep you moving. He's really good on the calf muscles. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Straight into your wood chops. Down by your side. Down by your side. So you get the twist. Reach nice and high. Twist down by your feet. If you're holding your hands, just check in. Check in with those hands. Make sure you're not pulling on one side or the other. Is it better to maybe not have them held? We're going to transition now over to the other side for 30 seconds. Off you go. Check in how low you're going on that side, and then maintain that. So when you get tired, you know exactly what you're aiming for every time. 10. 3, we're going to the floor next, 2, and 1. All right, down you go. Reverse crunches. Punch those legs up, slowly come down. 50 seconds. Well done. Superb. Okay, we're going to go back to our seal jacks or whatever jumping movement or standing movement you're doing. Ready to go in 3, 2, and 1. Seconds gone. Keep it up. You need to try and control that breath. 10 seconds. 5. Good. Chops. Deep cross chops. Five seconds. Check how low you're going. Change. Squeeze your bum at the top. 10 seconds. Okay, 1 minute rest. I didn't give you a minute rest last time. Maybe you didn't need it. Okay, so we'll take this minute rest and then we'll do another 3 minutes. And if you feel like you can keep going, you can add in another round. 20 seconds. Grab yourself a drink. I don't know about you, but those seal jumps proper do me in. For many reasons. My calf muscles are on fire. On my pelvic floor jumping for a minute. Not happy. Okay, we're gonna go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, I'm starting steady so that I've got the full load for the full 1 minute. Seconds. See, can you tighten your bum? 10 seconds, or sorry, 20 seconds left. Trying to keep room. 7 seconds, straighten the arms. Squeeze your bottom. Good, 5, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, good jobs. I'm laughing because trying to talk in the last 20 seconds of that is another reason why it's not my favorite. "30 seconds, we change over or change sides. Squeeze your bottom at the top.